Now to our bucket list on a budget series. We are headed to California wine country. We teamed up with the experts from The Points Guy for insider tips on visiting this dream vacation spot without breaking the bank, something we all like. Becky Worley joined us from Sonoma County, California. And Becky, we all would have joined you if you would have asked, right?
I know, a little FOMO on this assignment back in New York, I know. But I know what a lot of people are thinking is that wine country, it's so opulent, you're gonna do that on a budget, but you'd be surprised, it's not that expensive to get here. For example, we found flights from Denver to San Francisco for just $200. And we got lots of tips, like, did you know wine country's two distinct regions, Sonoma and Napa, and Sonoma's thought to be a little bit less expensive? Well, we have got a full bottle full of tips to help you pour on the savings.
Beauty, bubbles, and a budget? If you think the opulence of wine tasting is too pricey, there is a way to cheers on the cheap. First way to save, instead of a traditional rental car, we use Turo. It's like Airbnb for cars. Renting a nice car like this Tesla would have cost us more than $500, but with Turo, we paid just $257. About $250 saved. Everything's done through the Turo app, and here I am, airport parking lot. The car is waiting for me. Since lodging is one of your biggest expenses, we're starting here at the Flamingo Resort and Spa. Rooms in Sonoma County can easily top $500 a night, but we found a great cyber deal at the Flamingo that brought the rate down to $95 before taxes and fees.
3 full deep breaths.
Plus, they have lots of wellness activities included. But the main attraction around here, wine tasting. But it can cost you. Reservations for tastings average about $40 per person here in Sonoma. A wine pairing meal can cost more than $100. So if that feels too rich, sip on these savings. Go to a winery that lets you picnic. At Quivira Vineyards, you can reserve a table for $50, but that $50 gets you a credit to buy wine and any other items that they sell.
One cool, small, but also potentially really valuable perk that some credit cards have is BOGO wine tasting. So if you have a card that says Visa Signature or Visa Infinite in your wallet and you take it on your wine tasting tour, you can get BOGO wine tastings at dozens of wineries in Sonoma County, and that can save you like 20, 30, 40 bucks per tasting right there.
Like here at the Coppola Winery, as in Francis Ford Coppola, The Godfather.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The pool is open to all. A movie memorabilia tour is free, and even free tastings a couple of times a month as they try out new wines. And if you don't have one of those credit cards, look for wine passes that are good in tons of places, like the $69 annual Priority Wine Pass that gives you 2-for-1 tastings, and that could save you $50 if you visit 2 or 3 wineries. Even 10 to 20% off for bike tours and self-guided rides. Now, fine dining in wine country is world famous and can run hundreds of dollars per person.
So here's a tip. Think outside the box or outside the restaurant. This is Mitote Food Park. Yum.
They're all family owned and operated. They are cooks, they're chefs, and they started their own mobile business, making people happy with their food.
Tamale? Tamale. $5. All this food, under $50. That's a deal. And if you think the only activities here are wining and dining for sophisticated grown-ups,
Wine country has a wild side.
there are a lot of activities in wine country for kids, and none is more unexpected than this. Welcome to Safari West, otherwise known as the Sonoma Serengeti. And just for GMA, a limited time discount for the kiddos. Now, if you want to shift your vacation into high gear, Sonoma Raceway is a world-class racetrack. Of course, you could rent a Ferrari and do a few laps on the track for $375 an hour. Or come to Nitro Racing, go-karts for the whole family. There are deals here every day, like on Wednesdays, $50 for 3 races. All proof of a racing good time in wine country.
Now, there are so many low-cost and free activities in wine country. Here at the Alexander Valley Vineyards, they have free cave tours a couple times a day. And if you're wondering how much we saved with all of these tips, grand total, drum roll please, $2,350 saved compared to if we'd done this full whole hog and gone for the top shelf of everything. So we have all these tips, guys, at goodmorningamerica.com. And I can tell you, cheers. This one's for you. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It sure is. We'll live
heavy
through
pour,
you.
too.
Yeah, we'll live through you, Becky, with that heavy pour. That's right. But thank you for bringing that. And that was quite a bit of savings right there.
Yep.
We need
Yeah.
a trip to Napa.
I think so.
Let's make that
do it.
happen.